Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. Welcome back. I hope you are having a lovely holiday weekend. So I am pre-filming this video to go up on Christmas Eve. I wanted to wish all of you who are celebrating between today and tomorrow a very Merry Christmas. I hope that you are surrounded by friends or family, just people who mean something to you, people who are important to you. And I hope that you are just having a wonderful time celebrating together and just spending quality time together. I know that that is honestly what I look forward to the most when it comes to Christmas. I feel like, you know, obviously when you're younger, the excitement around the holidays kind of, you know, is geared towards, you know, like opening presents and, you know, like the food, like kind of that part of it. But I feel like the older that I've gotten, the more I value just the time that I get to spend with people during the holidays. You know, I've said this to multiple family members, but I wish that we would spend, you know, as much time together like throughout the year that we do during the holidays. And so I'm personally going to make it a little bit more of a priority for me to spend more time with the people that I really value most in my life. So I'm looking forward to spending some more time with my mom this year, spending some more time with, you know, other family members that I don't get to see terribly often. And also just spending more time with friends. I feel like, you know, just the last, you know, 11 years that I've been raising my kid, I feel like, you know, most of my time, and rightly so, as it should, most of my time has really revolved around, you know, my daughter, and that is the greatest joy in my life, and nothing will ever take away from that. But I do think it's important to, you know, spend time with friends as well, and a lot of my friends are moms too, and so we just don't make it a priority. And I'm gonna foist that upon some of my girlfriends this year. Like, we're gonna get together, we're gonna have some fun. And yeah, also, you know, just with my kid now getting into, it's hard to believe that she's gonna be 12 in a couple months, but she's getting up there in years, and I just want to also make it a priority this next year to spend a lot more one-on-one time with her. We've always spent a lot of time together, Stella and I. You know, I've been able to work from home her entire life, so I've been really blessed in that respect. But you know, sometimes it hasn't always been like the best quality time, and that's just something that, you know, is something that I want to gift her this year, is just us doing things together that are activities that are picked by her, things, you know, that she finds fun, and just kind of leaning into that a little bit more. So yeah, that's kind of like those are my Christmas wishes, is just to be able to have more time with the people that I value most in 2024. So I know that there's probably a lot of other moms out there who feel the same way. So may we all get more of, you know, just what we need in terms of being surrounded by people that love and support us. So anyway, I do have just a short video that I wanted to share with you guys today. I don't think that I've ever done this in the past. I may have just shared it in like a weekly home fragrance roundup or something, but this year I thought I would just dedicate a video to it, and that is just sharing the home fragrance that I intend on using both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So we are hosting, we're hosting my mom the entire holiday. And then also a few people from Craig's family, mostly my mother and father-in-law, as well as my sister-in-law and her daughter Opal. They're going to be coming over and enjoying Christmas Day with us here. So I like to pre-plan my home fragrance. This is like absolutely absurd, and I would love to know if anybody else does this, but like for special occasions, I really like to think about the home fragrance that I'm using. So, you know, scent and memory just are tied so closely together. And for me, I always want to make sure that I am using something home fragrance wise that really kind of fits the mood. Something that I can then, when I smell it in the future, I can think back on, you know, either that special occasion or that holiday, or, you know, just a special moment in time. So a little bit earlier today, I looked through my candles and I wrote out a little game plan for the home fragrance. And so I'm just gonna share this with you guys. I typically do morning, afternoon, and evening burns in my house. So that's how I'm gonna present this to you guys. I'm gonna kind of get started with what we plan to start the day with, and then what we're gonna transition to for the afternoon hours, and then what we will transition to for the evening of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So, all right, I'm gonna get started with the wax melts first, because these are going to be the same ones going both days. And normally I put a lot of the same wax melts, or just the same fragrance, in all of my warmers at once. That's typically how I do it, but I thought it might be kind of interesting to do a little bit more of a fragrance journey. And I thought about this long and hard, because I also needed to make sure that whatever I was putting in my Scentsy warmers, that it was going to match with the candles that I was also going to be burning throughout the day. So this is what I came up with. They are all from Scentsy, and I'm gonna mix it up a little bit in the different rooms, so that as you enter different areas of the house, you kind of get to experience just slightly different fragrances. So I pulled 4 fragrances that I think would be fabulous. So Snowberry is one that I have loved from Scentsy for years. It reminds me of this potpourri that I bought. This is so weird that I remember this, but it just goes to show you the power that scent can have on you. I remember buying this potpourri, I think it was at Kmart, or maybe even it was like at a Macy's like home store. But I had just graduated from college and I was living in an apartment with a girlfriend, and I had just bought this like fake tree at Kmart and blew like way more money than I had any business blowing on this tree, but I just fell in love with it. And also at the same time, I grabbed this like bag of potpourri that smells exactly like this fragrance. And this just takes me back to, you know, having my first like real apartment, like outside of college. I had an apartment in college, but like I felt like that was different for some reason. But yeah, just that first year after graduating, and, you know, having my own space, and just being festive and just getting excited about being a grown-up. Being able to decorate my own tree in my own apartment, like it was just so cool. And this potpourri was in the background, and I kept that potpourri for several years because it just retained the fragrance, and it has the exact same smell. This is just such an interesting scent. I will put the fragrance notes for this one as well as these other ones in the description box down below, but this one's really unique and interesting, and it's definitely a must pretty much most Christmases. Next is some Sugarplumberry. If you're not familiar, Sugarplumberry smells very, very similar to Nest Holiday, which is one of my holy grail December fragrances from Nest candles. In fact, Nest Holiday and Birchwood Pine are my must-haves. But Sugarplumberry is a really wonderful like citrus cranberry holiday spice kind of vibe. It's just very, very similar to that Nest Holiday fragrance, and if you love that scent at all, I would definitely suggest checking out Sugarplumberry in the future. I think I might actually be, if I still can, I'm going to be putting this in my club because I really do love the fragrance. It seems to come back most years from Scentsy, but I'm always afraid that at some point they're going to do away with it. And it really is a fantastic option, especially again, if you like those holiday vibes, then you need to check this one out. Very Snowy Spruce is a must, so I'll definitely be breaking up a little bit more of this brick to be able to get this into a few of my warmers. This is a very classic, just Christmas tree scent. It's very fresh, crisp, but you also get those kind of sweet sap type notes in here as well, just like a fresh cut Christmas tree. I think this is probably the best tree scent that Scentsy has available. and it's definitely a staple. So we'll definitely be experiencing some very snowy spruce over the next couple days. And then the other one that I pulled also came from the holiday collection. Now I haven't worn this one yet. This was part of the Scents of the Season collection, which is also where that Sugarplumberry came from. This is Frosted White Pine. And I just thought this one was kind of an interesting partner to the Very Snowy Spruce. I actually thought about doing a mix of Very Snowy Spruce and this together. I think I might actually do that, is just pair these two together. And then these two I will do like in alternating warmers, just kind of on their own. But yeah, this is great on its own, but I really kind of want to see what it's like with the Very Snowy Spruce added to it. So, by the way, I do have my trusty assistant Alf in my lap, so the snoring that you're hearing is him. Okay, so that's what's going to be going throughout the warmers for the 2 days. And then on Christmas morning, we are going to kick it off with obviously a fresh cup of coffee, because that's how I start every morning of my life. But I plan on lighting my beloved Kringle Wishing for Christmas. This one is a mix of a sugar cookie and pine, so I'm getting that tree fix, which I definitely need on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And this one has that lovely gourmand note added to it, so it's also really great alongside just like that freshly brewed coffee scent. So this one's gonna be in the kitchen. And out in the entryway for the morning, we are going to be doing some marshmallow fireside. I actually specifically saved this particular packaging just for Christmas. I just think it's really elegant and pretty, and it's gonna look gorgeous in the entryway. I think this was actually from a fall collection. Now that I'm looking at it, it's got like some maple leaves on it, but that's fine. But I love Marshmallow Fireside. It gives me, again, that touch of sweetness. I'm getting some sweetness here. I'm getting some sweetness here. But I also just love that kind of warmed marshmallow note combined with just a touch of like that hearth type note. We are gonna have the fire, we have gas fireplaces inside, so we're gonna have the gas fireplaces going inside. I know Craig is also really excited to light a fire out in the backyard. We are going to be burning candles outside as well. And on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I will post on my Instagram what candles we have going out there. So if you are on Instagram today, check out my stories. I'll let you know what I'm burning out there. I'm not quite sure what we're doing out there yet, so I'll have to think about that a little bit longer. Okay, and then the very last one that will be going probably in this room in here when we're opening presents in the morning is another classic from Bath & Body Works, Vanilla Balsam. I love Vanilla Balsam. Again, I think a tree scent combined with a vanilla or a gourmand is just the most perfect combination. And Vanilla Balsam is absolutely wonderful for that. So we've got some Kringle and we've got some Bath & Body Works going in the morning. Now, typically I will burn my candles for about 3 hours at a time. Then I blow them out, and then we'll get started with the next round. And what we're gonna move into for the kind of afternoon hours is, of course, some vintage pomander, duh. This was absolutely gonna be a part of my Christmas festivities this year. I was so excited that we were able to get this launched before Christmas, and I look forward to smelling this for all of the Christmases that are to come, as long as Kringle, again, Mick said he would bring it back, but as long as Kringle makes this one, I will be enjoying it on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I love a good pomander scent, and this one here, if I do say so myself, is probably the best ever. I just love it so much. There is much more focus on the citrus with this one, so I am really excited to be able to enjoy this on Christmas, and to also have my family be able to enjoy it as well. That's really special to me. Now, I also discovered that I actually had 2 of the Nest spiced orange and clove. Now this one is the spiced orange and clove from 2019. This one is the spiced orange pomander from the Nest and Crate and Barrel collaboration from 2021. So Nest discontinued this scent and then they brought it back for, I think it was either 1 year, I think it was just 1 year at Crate and Barrel. I don't typically shop at Crate and Barrel. Actually, hold on just 1 second here. Pardon the interruption, a little bit of a coughing fit there. No idea where that came from. Anyway, so I was saying that Nest discontinued the spiced orange and clove fragrance and then brought it back at Crate and Barrel for, I think it was just 1 year. And they named it Spiced Orange Pomander for the Crate and Barrel collaboration. Now, it's the same scent. Yeah, it's exactly the same. I actually, I thought this was a birchwood pine. When I kept looking at it in my little candle closet where I had this one tucked away, I was like, oh good, like I have a 3-wick of birchwood pine that I can pull out for the week of Christmas. And I went to go pull it out and I was like, this is not birchwood pine. Oh my gosh, I had no idea I had one of these left. So anyway, this is now completely discontinued everywhere from what I can tell. And honestly, if I had to send you in the direction of another pomander scent that I love just as much as my collab candle, it would be this. But again, Nest, I don't know why they do this. Like they do away with all of the like amazing scents that I fall in love with. They did it with their Midnight Fleur perfume. They did it with this candle. They did away with Sugar Cookie, which I thought was another really great holiday scent from them. So a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. Anyway, so because I am definitely in that pomander mode this year, I decided that I would go ahead and pull both of these out, and these are the last ones that I have. So in the future, it's totally okay that I don't have any more of these, because guess what I have now? This, which I think is better, but not that these two are bad. They're great, but anyway. Also, alongside the pomander, I also am going to be burning my beloved Homeworx Harvest Leaves. Now you might be thinking, that's a fall candle, and yeah, it is. But I love it for Christmas as well. Oh, and this is a 3-wick. Whoa, yeah, we're doing it. We're gonna burn this 3-wick. It's one of the OGs, you guys, from back in the day. This was from 2017. That's when this was poured. So this is a mix of cranberry. It's got a touch of citrus. It's just a really lovely combination. And I think, honestly, for me, from September through the end of the year, Harvest Leaves is a fantastic pick. So we'll definitely be doing some Harvest Leaves as well. And then to round it out in the evening, we are going to move into just some more pure tree scents. So I pulled Kringle Christmas Stroll. It was kind of hard to pick between Christmas Stroll and Christmas, and honestly, I might still pull out Christmas anyway. I have 2 or 3 more of the Christmas scents in the Mercury glass jars, so from this collection. But I really liked the label on the Christmas Stroll with just, we actually have a red door on our house. It was like that when we moved in. I've never really been a red door person until we moved into this house, and now I'm just like, I love red doors. Anyway, so there's a red door with a big wreath, which also is currently our front door. So I thought this would be a fun one to light up for the evening. This again is just a lovely fresh tree scent. It really does smell like just a beautiful fresh wreath, like on your holiday door. I think it's lovely. And then of course, because there was no way this was not going to not make an appearance at Christmas this year. Hold on, she weighs about 20 pounds, but the big Mama Jama, my Velispa Noble Fir Garland, which I purchased this from Bloomingdale's, and it was so worth it. I need to put it down because, like I said, it weighs a ton. I'll just show you the lid up close because it's the same design on the jar. I am so in love with this thing, and I cannot wait to use it as a champagne bucket after I finish it. Now, I'm not going to finish this holiday season. I'm totally going to just, you know, burn it through Christmas, and then I'll put the rest of it away until next year, and then I'll probably finish it next year. But this is the design. It's just this really beautiful kind of art deco like fan design, I guess you could say. And it has, you know, these little gold balls as well. I just think the pattern on here is stunning, you guys. This is the most beautiful candle vessel that I think that I've ever seen in my life. And so in the evening, we are going to do mostly the Christmas stroll, probably some Kringle Christmas as well, and the Noble Fir garland. And then in the bathroom, the powder room downstairs, I am specifically going to be lighting up the, once again, Valispa, Gilt Pomander, and Hinoki, which is a great bathroom type scent in my eyes. Very fresh, lovely, and once again, another jar that I can't wait to reuse. And that is my home fragrance lineup for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I would love to know what you plan on using in terms of home fragrance in your comments down below. So definitely let me know what you are planning on burning or melting over this Christmas. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for another really great year here on my channel. Thank you to those of you who supported my candle collab and just left me such sweet messages and comments about that. It really has been a great year in a lot of ways. An interesting year in some other ways, but you know, another great year in my life, and I just feel really lucky to be here and to have met so many great people through this platform. So again, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and I won't see you guys in a video tomorrow, but I will be back the day after Christmas. So have a good one, and I will see you guys soon. Toodaloo.